Around about a year ago, I filmed this video clip. I sat in our old bedroom and talked about feeling like I'd let myself down. I talked about not feeling proud, feeling demotivated, embarrassed of my body, unfulfilled, and wanting to turn it around in a few simple steps. I never ended up posting this video, perhaps because my energy for creative projects was as low as my commitment to truly working on myself, or perhaps because I knew deep down that it was coming from a negative place which I didn't really want to make public on the internet. Most likely, I didn't post this video because my grand plans, my simple steps, boiled down to training unsustainably, restricting my body of the fuel I needed to feel well and strong, cutting out food I enjoyed, losing weight, and aggressively bullying myself and my body into becoming the best, smallest yet strongest yet not so strong I look too big version of myself. Of course, that's not how it all panned out. Let's rewind a little. A little background, I'm a 25-year-old climber from the UK. I've been climbing for 6 years and dabbling in other sports a little too. I'm reasonably active, reasonably fit, but I could take greater care of my body. I drink alcohol more often than I should. My diet could be cleaner. I could sleep better, drink more water, and do more of the things that we're supposed to do to stay healthy. But more importantly, I could be kinder to myself more often. It's probably important to mention here that I struggled for 4 years with an eating disorder, and though I consider myself recovering, bad habits die hard. I've noticed that there are certain patterns to how positive and motivated I feel about myself, how I feel about my progress, self-pride, my health and my appearance. It looks a little like this. I go through periods of intense training motivation, and then big slumps. I go from feeling proud of my body and its abilities to feeling ashamed and disappointed. Perhaps that sounds familiar. We can't feel on top of our game all the time, and getting into slumps all seems to be part of the process. It's how we deal with those slumps that seems to be the important part, and that's what this video is about. The truth is, for the first few weeks of lockdown, I lost myself a little. I felt the cycle starting and I prepped to meet it with less food, more exercise, more military-style berating of myself, and cultivating shame. I would shame myself into a person I could be proud of. But then I wondered if it might be possible for me to go about this a different way. With more time than I ever imagined I would ever have to form habits and genuinely change my relationship with myself, I wanted to make changes encouraged by a genuine desire to feel better. Changes not to punish myself, and not with hate as the primary motivator, but with love and acceptance. They say habits are formed in 28 days, so I set out to spend the month of May shifting my mindset and my perception of self, to challenge myself to start making steps towards a more positive mindset that I was looking for last year when I sat down to film that clip. With training, fitness, my climbing goals and my relationship with food, I would strive to finish the month a happier, stronger, healthier person than before. When I sat down to put this video together, I really didn't know where to begin. I wanted to tell the story of the month of May, so I guess it would be most logical to start at the beginning. First with a description of what day zero looked like and my current feelings about myself. So, for a really long time now, I have not been feeling the best about myself. I don't feel like I've been looking after myself very well. I feel demotivated and I feel directionless and I feel just kind of, I feel in a bit of a funk. I feel like I'm stuck in this cycle where I'm making bad, damaging choices to make myself feel better, but only better in the short term. Lockdown brought really sharply into focus the feeling that the way I am experiencing myself and my life is not sustainable for longer or long-term happiness and health and contentment. For the past few weeks I have been feeling ashamed of the hole that I've gotten myself into and how far away happy, healthy me feels. I haven't been taking any pride in myself, and to me that is a problem that needs addressing. I kind of feel quite far away from where I want to be. There are things that I have changed. I've put on quite a bit of weight, which I want to make really clear is not a problem in itself and absolutely not the focus of this video, but it is a physical manifestation and a physical reflection of how I haven't really been taking care of my body. When I look in the mirror, I see someone who hasn't respected themselves for a little while. Whilst the weight in itself doesn't matter, the feelings that I have about my body and the pride that I feel in my body, that does matter to me. Ultimately, accepting, truly accepting my body is really important to me, and that doesn't look like letting myself vandalize it. And I want to make it really clear that the goal is not size or weight, but pride. So these feelings have accumulated for over a long time, and during that time I have deprioritized things that are really important to me, like climbing and my health. I guess this is a really roundabout way of me saying that I really want to get a handle on how I feel about myself. There are actions that I can take to do that. One of them being taking back control of my fitness, one of them being taking care of my mental health. I think I've just gotten myself to a point where I realised that the changes that I wanted to see in my life weren't on their way unless I made an active change and unless I broke the cycle that I've been in. So this is a video about making those changes and taking control of my life, my one and only life that you have to work hard for, I'm finding. And I'm told that the more you put in, the more you get out. And hopefully, maybe along the way, you might find a part of that process that resonates with you. So it's May 2nd. It is May 3rd, May 5th. Let's do it. 6 morning, it is May 10th. May 15th. Morning, it is May 20th. Good morning, it's May 29th. Won't hurt too much, I'm so lazy. Whoa! I downloaded an app a few days ago called I Am Sober, which is basically just a way for you to check in each day to keep yourself on track. Today marks 10 days, that's 5, but it's 10 days since I last had a drink. So today is Tuesday and I really don't feel like doing my workout today. Today is long run day, so in my mind today I was going to try and run 15k, which is the farthest that I will have run in lockdown so far. I've been trying to up my running from, I think pretty much when we went into lockdown I hadn't run all year, and now I'm trying to work my way up and get my fitness back up because I've been really enjoying feeling more fit and strong and able to run further, and just feel like my heart's a bit healthier. Some of the goals I set myself at the beginning of the month were as follows: to walk 10,000 steps a day if possible, or to at least get out of the house, to take joy in running for the pleasure of running and improving, not as punishment or as a way to burn calories, to cut down my alcohol intake with a view to stopping drinking completely for the foreseeable future, to set aside time to journal my thoughts, to read and to take more time to allow myself to gain knowledge and understanding, to look after my space, and to start with small steps towards getting stronger for climbing again, to teach myself to associate food with looking after myself and not as something I have to feel guilty about. So I just got back from a run. I ran for 16 and a bit kilometres, I think 16.2, and it went really well. I felt really good. Before I set out I kind of felt like I was quite tired, maybe I might drop my hopeful goal of 15 down to 12 or 10 even, but as it turned out I actually felt really good in the first 4 kilometres, so much that I was on for quite a good 5k time for me. Today I just went for endurance, and then I went for... where is it gone? My goal is going to be 10,000 steps minimum for a day, and hopefully I'll get more than that, but that's going to make sure that I actually, on days where I'm working from home or on rest days, I am still getting out and getting some gentle exercise and getting some steps in. But yeah, Nathan's put a little itinerary together, and I'm going to work through that now in the garden. I've got lots of water and lots of chalk because part of the exercises involve a kettlebell, and my hands are very sweaty because it's so warm today. But yeah, I'd say I'm excited, but I don't know. I am really pleased because today I set off on my long run. I really didn't want to go on it, and I procrastinated literally till 7 o'clock in the evening, and then I went and ended up running a half marathon, which I wasn't expecting, and I'm really pleased about. The weather has been so nice here in the UK that it's definitely been making me want to get outside and get a little bit of sun and just enjoy nature, because I find it quite calming. Is it the 1st of June? It's almost impossible for me to tell the whole story of May in a 10-minute video, and without approaching it as just the first step of many. I set out to end May a happier, healthier person than I was when I started it, and whilst the abstract goals of happiness, confidence and growth are somewhat unquantifiable, what I can tell you is this. After 31 days of trying to focus on doing the best thing for myself, I feel achievement and I feel pride. For the past 31 days I've tried to take responsibility for my happiness and for my health, and recognise that this ship is captained by no one other than me. By striving to see my life as a series of choices, I've started moving in a direction that feels like it might be a better one than before. May was only a single month in my life, but in it I was able to form habits and begin to shift my thinking towards a more understanding perception of myself. It's important for me to document that this positivity and confidence does fluctuate, of course. Things aren't always easy, and self-acceptance isn't something that happens to any of us overnight. But changing your life and how you feel about yourself and your environment really does begin with changing your perception of yourself.
I need to find a way to change this, because it's not... I don't want to live my life feeling like this. I don't want to feel like this forever. Like, I want to be proud of me. I want to be comfortable with me, because I have to spend so much time with me in this head.
Radical change is brought about by a series of small decisions and the choices that we make day to day to better ourselves. And momentum is a powerful thing. If there's changes you want to make, behaviours that aren't helping you, things that are upsetting you, things in your life that you have the power to change, give yourself the opportunity to take control. Believe in the power you have in yourself to start today, to improve your life for the better, to form healthy habits, and to feel like a healthier, happier version of yourself.